Your journey is fascinating as well, because you've done your courses, and I'm going to ask you what kind of courses that you have done. You said your business is it's 4 years since you started your business. You are an inclusion specialist. So what is it that you do with a lot of schools here?
Thank you for using the word specialist, because I am not an expert, and it depends on who's in the room as to whether you're an expert or not. And I know that in many areas of my knowledge I could know more, and I know that there are many people who know more on specific parts of that. So thank you. Thank you. So the business has 3 parts to it. The first part is school improvement. So this is training, and the training is for students and for learning support assistants, parents, teachers, leadership, how to run an inclusive school. I'm doing a little bit of work with the government and helping to define strategy. So that's, if you like, the main business. That's where the money comes from. Then the second arm is we have a centre. I have a centre in Arsham where I help children that are struggling. So we will work with where we've got gaps in the UAE, and there are gaps in every country in every part of the world, but where we have gaps, I'm trying to find people that can fill them. So we work with families to find school places when they struggle. We help families to find learning support assistants when they have specialisms. We help children who are, say, they are struggling with the literacy or the numeracy and they might be rejecting school. So we're helping them to get back into learning, because it's the learning that's important, not the attending school. We work with children who are homeschooled, school rejectors. I've got a few children that we're working with who haven't been able to return to school since COVID. And those children are coming to us because they need qualifications. So they've had their moments, they've rejected school, they've got to 17, they've got no qualifications, they can't go to university. So we're helping them to get those qualifications to get them back on the ladder in a safe environment. So our environment is trauma informed, which means we have things like cushions and sofas and bean bags on the floor and curtains. It's all really softened to help children to we pride ourselves that it's a little bit like a home, and then our trainers who work with the children are very carefully hand selected. They have to be really kind. They have to know a variety of techniques to engage the children. I used to work with a lady called Bronwyn, and she's the head of inclusion in a school here. And she taught me how to support dyslexic students without using a pen. And that was the phenomenon. I was like, what do you mean? You can't teach children to spell without a pen or a pencil? And she said, no, her room as a specialist, hello Bronwyn, her room as a specialist was no pen or pencil. And they would learn through many multimedia resources like sand or shaving foam. Those were the common ones, but she had loads of cards and different ways to learn to spell without an implement such as a pen or a pencil. And the way that, so all the way through my career have been phenomenal people who have shared with me their insights, which has enabled me to learn, which then enables me to teach teachers, but also then to work with children really well. So that's the second part. The third part of the business is bringing awareness of resources that schools can use to support children's learning. So different types of software, different pieces of equipment, sensory rooms. And so we have companies across the world who will supply to our schools, but our schools don't always know. We have a diversity of staff. We have staff from all over the world. They don't know what America sells. They don't know what you can get from the UK or from Qatar or from Singapore. So I also, on my website, the website promotes products that are available to the Middle East, which are affordable, can be implemented in school or at the home in order to support the children in a different way as opposed to traditional textbook. So school improvement, children support, family support, and products and marketing of software and product placement. We have partners.